and tired of being sick and tired, then you might need to take a look at your weekly shopping list. But how do you know what to keep and what to get rid of? That's why Kathy Loidolt developed the Shopper's Guide to Healthy Living, a simple tool any family can use to help fine-tune their healthy life choices. Kathy, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be
you
here.
really have become a healthy life choices advocate, haven't you?
Right. Really, that's what I've done.
And we almost, this day and age, we almost have to educate ourselves because the people making our food aren't necessarily looking out for what's healthy for us.
Right, it's really up to us to figure out, to read the labels and to know what we're eating. And really, if it's a national brand and you're hooked on it, there's a good reason, and it might be because there's additives in there to make you hooked. So, but it's not that hard to get your kids to enjoy eating healthy and your husband to enjoy eating healthy. Organic food has come so far. It tastes
really
so good now.
Yeah.
And people are tired of being tired, but I don't think they make the connection that it's what we're eating. Our bodies were designed to eat. When Noah came off the boat, God said, all that lives and moves is yours to eat. And most of what we're eating in America today is chemicals. It's
never lived, never moved.
Never lived, never moved. So it's not doing any good for us. So we're having trouble breaking that down and using it. So we really need to get back to food the way it was made.
Okay, and you sort of break things down in different phases in your little books to help educate us.
Right.
Let's start here.
Right, so I have 5 different phases, and in phase 1, you just really switch the easy stuff. You're going to switch to things like from vegetable oil to walnut oil or olive oil. You want to look in this situation for things that are expeller pressed or cold processed. Those are,
and why is that?
That means they didn't heat the oil. When they heat an oil, and all vegetable oils in the plastic containers, virtually all of those have been heated, when they do that, they release free radicals. And a free radical is an atom that's missing an electron, so it has a gap. And it's going to grab onto your healthy cells, and it's really going to irritate them like I'm irritating you.
Oh, no.
And that's going to cause mutation. You want to stay away from anything that's heat processed.
And that's can be precancerous when you get those free radicals.
Absolutely.
And we want it in a glass bottle, not a plastic bottle. Why?
Just glass bottles are going to, plastic is not as good for us. It's going to help our bodies produce estrogen. Estrogen overload leads to cancer. So
because it's leaching stuff out of the plastic into what you're putting into your body.
Right. And almost all cold processed oils are going to come in glass. Most of them are going to come in glass.
Cold processed oil. What else?
Right. Then you want to watch for things simple like eggs. You want to get your eggs organic. You want to look for free range eggs and not something that's been sitting in a cage. And your meat, you want to look for free range meat. No hormones, no antibiotics, those kinds of things. And then you want to watch out for things, you want to start using things like real butter. We don't want to be using margarine, soft tub margarines. This one here on the counter has been sitting in my pantry for 3.5 years, a lot like those French fries.
Look at that. That's 3.5 years old?
3.5 years old. I never touched it. We never used it. It just shrunk, and it feels a lot like plastic. And it's going to take forever. If it doesn't break down in your pantry, like Susan was saying, it's going to take forever for your body to break that down.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine trying to... That might never get out of your body.
Right.
Well, that explains black.
Right. Whereas if our viewers slice an apple right now, it's going to go bad before we're finished here. It's going to look gray, brown. And that's the kind of foods we need, the kind of breakdown. So.
Or even if you're using good old-fashioned butter again.
Right.
That's going to melt, it's going to break down, and you're going to be able to process that.
Right.
Utilize the nutrients.
Bingo.
Expel whatever is not needed.
Yes, you want quick exit foods.
Okay.
Another great food to add to your diet that's easy is flaxseed. You buy it in the seed, because if you buy it in the meal, it's been sitting on the shelf a while. You buy it in the seed, you grind it in your little coffee grinder. I've had mine since college. And you store it in your refrigerator or freezer.
And there's one coffee grinder for the flax. And there's another coffee grinder for the coffee. And there's another coffee grinder for your fresh herbs. So just buy these in bulk.
Yes, good thing they're inexpensive. And then one thing we want to stay away from, even in phase 1, is our dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets? Why?
I know, I'm sorry. So many people are shocked. Dryer sheets cause your body to build formaldehyde. Formaldehyde has been identified even by the National Institute of Health and Human Services, our own government, as causing cancer. It's not, it could, it does. So and they're in dryer sheets.
Putting this on our bodies or smelling it, breathing in the formaldehyde. Oh my goodness!
I know, it's so many things.
Dryer sheets.
So
it makes everything smell good.
Yes, it does, and it's those things that make your body make you say, "Oh, that smells so good." Those are the things that are going to cause problems for your body. It's a shame, but it makes a big difference. And you know, I live in Colorado. I don't even need a dryer sheet. There are organic ones, but I just lay the little synthetic jammies and soccer shorts on a rack. And we don't have static, even in dry Colorado.
All right, so what's next?
So then your family does 6 months or a year, however long you want to do in phase 1. Right, just get used to it, get a habit going.
Because don't try to do everything at once.
You'll be overwhelmed.
Just start with phase 1. Phase 2.
Then you go into phase 2, you want to start thinking about your skincare. There are so many ingredients in soaps and lotions and those kinds of things, hairsprays and even deodorant. You want to watch for EDTA, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate. They're all long words, they're all complicated. If you can't read it, you don't want to eat it, and you don't want to be putting it on your skin. skin.
And again, all of this is in your handy dandy little book.
It is. There's a little shopping list to take with you.
Because we're absorbing these chemicals through our skin even, aren't they?
We are. We're going...
I never realized your skin was like a big sponge.
It is. It's the biggest organ of elimination or absorption in your body. And so this is a shower filter. You go in your shower and you put on that warm water, you open all your pores.
Yes.
And you're putting, if you're on city water, you're putting chlorine on your body. You're breathing in chlorine, and then you're putting all kinds of poisons like degreasers. Propylene glycol is antifreeze. If you see that in ingredients, yes, it's antifreeze. It's the same antifreeze I use in my RV. So you're putting all those on your body. It goes straight in. It bypasses the liver because it went straight in through your skin. You can start to see why we're aging faster. Our kids have behavior problems. We're tired. Before I started eating like this, I was crabbing at my kids every night.
So even depression and things like that,
yes.
it can affect our moods
Big
as
time.
well as our health.
Big time.
Wow,
Perfumes are going to cause depression. Any of those scents, we're going to go through that in a little bit.
And what else? You've got some cereal in here.
Got some cereal here because cereals so often today have color dyes in them. And color dyes have been attributed to ADD and ADHD. A guy named Dr. Feingold experimented with 1,200 children. Half of them they all had ADD. Half of them were allergic to color dyes. So you really want to watch for color dyes in your children's food, and it's in everything they like.
That blue and red dye that you see at the end, we need to eliminate that.
Yes, we really need to watch that. When I took my son off
you find that in yogurt, you find that in all kinds of things. So start looking out for that. Number 5, red.
Yes, it's in any color dye. It was in all the foods I liked. When we took my son off of it, his behavior in school changed so much. It shocked the teachers.
Wow.
It shocked us. We just couldn't believe the change in him.
Okay. So then are we moving to did we cover everything in phase 2?
One more thing, ladies, we need to know that tampons contain bleach. If you're buying a grocery store tampon, they contain bleach. There are so many other things in the book, but these are just some highlights. And
then our body is absorbing that.
Yes, no wonder we are uncomfortable. Yes, so watch for ones without bleach.
Okay, phase 3.
Phase 3, it's a little more